Hi everyone, it's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how I have decorated my home for the summertime.
That will come again tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm starting at the entryway door as always. The front door is just right there. We have a very small little narrow hallway I've mentioned before, so the only thing I can really do is decorate this wall right here. So I think I've kept it pretty simple. I really wanted to hang this oil painting somewhere. I did take it out of the frame because right now I'm just loving the like unframed raw look like I see all over Instagram. So I did set the frame aside, and then I found this wood sign that says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And I thought it looked nice above there because it was the exact size, as you can see. And then down here on our peg rack, I guess I went with kind of like a bird watching theme because this really beautiful scene here, and then I had these bird books that I wanted to display. So I've just placed them in this basket, and then this really pretty wreath is from the Hobby Lobby. I like how wild it is. And then I hung this really pretty white linen, I think it's like a tablecloth, right here. And then these are actually opera binoculars, but I wanted them to go here because, you know, kind of like the bird watching theme. And then I had to use some twine to hang them. But yeah, that's what I've done here on the entryway. So I'll go ahead and move it this way. I cannot do a complete just walk through uncut tour because I have to use really large box lights and a ring light because it's so dark in this house. So I'm gonna have to move them around and then show you each area, but I will try to make it flow as best as I can. So here in this little space, y'all know I always have this old screen door here that I found on the curb, and then this chair I also found on the curb. I think I mentioned that in my last home tour. So all I did was switch out the pillow. I have the little blanket still folded here, but I found these adorable little green buffalo check pillows at Goodwill, so I put those in different spots of the house. And then down here, I wanted to keep it simple, so I just placed a picnic basket and this garden book because I think it's so beautiful, but it doesn't really match any other part of my house. And then this really cool like lantern thing that I found at an estate sale. And then directly behind me here is my little, I don't really know what to call this, my cabinet, bookshelf. It's obviously meant to go in a kitchen. I showed this in my last home tour, so it would have been spring. And I think it was actually still brown, but I painted it and distressed it a bit, changed out the knobs, and I like it much better like this. So over on this wall, I just hung a little ironstone plate and then one of these old paint brushes that I found at the antique store. And I think that looks cute. I eventually want to have a little gallery wall of different things like that. And then on this shelf, I really wanted to display this beautiful swan card. It's like a pop-up card. It's so pretty. And this is the best way I could come up with. You can see that there's like paper clips, but it's really frail, so that's the only way I could get it to stand open without damaging it. And then I used a shoe brush to kind of like a flower frog hold it up. And then just some different little things. This beautiful ironstone pitcher that I got at the thrift store. Moving up top, I have a printer's tray, a really beautiful oil painting, and a pretty swan planter with some candles, that really cute wooden box that says sweetheart on it, I love, and then just some candlesticks. I didn't put any greenery in this area. I'm not someone who wants to shove greenery in every little section. Sometimes I like it without, so if you're a greenery person, you know, each to their own, but this is my house, so that's what I decided to do, is leave it without the greenery. Alright, now we're going to turn it this way and face the actual living room, well, one side of it. So here I have my chair with this beautiful pillow that I thrifted. Of course, y'all know everything is thrifted or from an antique store. And if it's not, it's from Hobby Lobby or Amazon, which I will have linked down below. This mirror that I restained, I found it on the curb. That arch is from Hobby Lobby. So this area I changed up just a little bit. I left the little step stool here with the plant. I had it like that for spring, and I just liked the way that looked, so I went ahead and left it. And then I don't know if I talked about this in my last home tour, but I added these little wooden corbels here in the fireplace. Y'all know that this entire fireplace is such an eyesore to me. It's not ideal at all, but we do rent, so there's nothing I can do about it. And I think adding these here helped me not dislike it as much. And then over on this side of the fireplace, I have those two crates again. And I got one of those little head planters from Amazon. And I just put some little vintage bottles around her with some candles. I thought that was pretty. And then moving over here to where the window and TV is, I have this beautiful oil painting. Y'all know I'm oil painting obsessed. And once again, this one didn't come with the frame, so I just put that right here in this little space. And I love how moody the colors are. And then, I don't think I've talked about this yet. We added a little wood beam valance above the window here. Garrett just built that and I stained it. And I think that looks so much better because I was always trying to hide that section with like a wreath or something, because the wall and just the way they did it, it needs to be redone. And then here's our TV. I put a little summer cottage scene on. And then in this little shelf right here, for all of you that said you can't wait to see how I style this little radio, sorry to disappoint you. I already had the house decorated for the most part, so I just placed it here and it fit nicely in that area. Hopefully I can find something to do with it for the next season. I'm actually really excited to style it for Christmas for some reason. I don't know. Here's Lincoln. Say hi. And then I'm going to move on to this side of the wall. So on this side of the TV, I just put my vintage picnic baskets and a folded blanket and that other pillow that I thrifted. And then up on this part of the wall, I hung that little rug beater that I showed in a recent antique haul. I just wanted it to be really simple right here, and since I had an artwork piece on the other side, I just wanted something less cluttered looking, so I hung a rug beater and I like the look of that. Okay, so now we have flipped around to the other side of the living room, which faces directly across the TV. Look at the dogs hiding because they are terrified of these box lights I have to use. And Jackson like refuses to look at them, so he stares at the wall. I don't know why they don't go in the bedroom, but there they are. So we did just recently get a new couch, as you can see, or if you remember, we did have like a much darker one that was given to us, so I'm so excited to have a new couch. I do keep it covered because I'm crazy and I don't want them to get mud and stains all over it. So I'll start here on the coffee table. I didn't decorate it this season just because we use it way too much and it's just not realistic to have all this decor on there when I'm having to move it every single day. So I just bought some flowers yesterday and placed them in this little pitcher, and I think they're so cute. Daisies are so pretty. And then back here on the couch, I have these two pillow covers that I thrifted, and I'm obsessed with them. I want to say they were $1 a piece, if not definitely just $2 a piece, but they are so beautiful. And no, I cannot leave them out. I just pulled them out for the video, or if like someone's coming over, because they're white and yeah, the dogs will ruin them with their dirty paws. So over here is a little different. You would have seen my recent Thrift With Me and Decorate video where I changed out this lamp right here, and then I just put some books. And then I made this little shoe form a bookend, and that was suggested by someone on one of my recent videos, and I love that idea. And then up here is different. So I used to have one of these, what is this called, window frames in the center, and then I had two shutters on each side, and I was just really sick of that look. So I actually got this idea from an Instagram account. If I can remember, I will link the account or photo down below in my description, just so I'm giving her credit, but she had it arranged similar to this with a basket like this. So I tried to recreate that the best I can. And this basket is from Amazon, as well as the greenery. Like I said, all of that will be listed. I'll probably pin like a comment with my Amazon favorites in case you're interested. And then over here on this wall, I really wanted this oil painting to be like the focus on this shelf. I knew that right away when I purchased it, that I wanted it in the summertime. I think I got it like last fall. So I just put that up here. And then over on the side, I have this vintage or antique tureen. It's like a transferware tureen that I think is so pretty, and I just put some vintage sewing notions inside, some books, another oil lamp, and then I tried to mimic it on the other side as best I could. So moving on to the kitchen and dining room area, I'll try to give you just like a little overview of what the layout looks like, and then we'll move into our little kitchen. So over here on the shutters, I just hung some dollar spot mini wreaths. We just recently added that little chandelier. It's from Amazon. So what I did on the table here, I actually got this idea from Robin Johnson. She did something similar in one of her home tours recently, where she did this kind of setup on, I think, like a cutting board, and I thought it was so pretty. So credit to her. I did try to recreate it a little bit. So in this space is probably the only kind of patriotic decor that I have in here, and by that I mean I just stuck flags in a few things. But I guess on the shelves up here there are a few red, white, and blue items that could, you know, pass for patriotic decor. I just don't know if I could handle all of that for longer than like a week or so. So I really don't decorate for the 4th of July. But I'll move over to this little cabinet where I store decor and just different items. I put my ironstone pitchers on there, and then some butter pats, and I just stuck some flags in this little milk bottle that I found recently. And then of course it's on top of that beautiful like crazed platter that I found at the Goodwill, and I'm in love with it. And then for these shelves, I'm not really sure how I ended up with this theme. I saw these like artwork pieces on Facebook Marketplace, and they were selling all 3 of them for like $12, I think. So I grabbed those, and I really liked the little like pewter or metal pieces in the photo. So I wanted to use those in my summer decor, and from there that's kind of what inspired the rest of it. So I'll just go ahead and let you guys see some close-up shots of that. Okay, now we're moving on to the last section, which is our little kitchen here. I did do a decorate with me video on this space, and not a ton has changed, so I'll go pretty quick for those of you that watched that video. I guess I'll start over here. Nothing changed here, I just added a little bit of greenery because a ton of you were in the comments saying that it needed greenery, and while I didn't really feel it necessary, I pretty much put this here to please you. And showing this side is going to be super dark because of the window, but the only thing that changed is I added a plant and some of those daisies, and I'm starting a new little plant here. But other than that, everything is the same. And then on this side, the only thing that changed is what I've put on top of this little recipe box holder, which I will show close-ups of course. And that is going to be the end of my summer home tour. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I post tons of thrifting videos, thrift hauls, and different decorating videos and stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!